that is close to your Tracer Monkey, so probably back over here. Or like maybe, fuck it, in this room, whatever. But like this sort of area, right? And
Yep.
so then we can sort of time our engages. We still have a poke resource that's relatively far back. If they decide to commit on it, Kiri can TP out. It just sets us up in ways like that. I'm fine with having the Echo there, though. It's just if we are positioning like this, I think that's a little greedy to go for. Oh, interesting. We shouldn't be pushing all through the same angle. I will note. Just
Yeah.
point blank for dive. Our goal with this comp is probably 4 to 5 different angles, right?
Mhm.
It could
Very
be
important.
any assortment of them, right? And we can start in similar spots, right? Like we can again,
We
like I was
just
saying,
can't
have our monkey
end
here,
and you
Echo.
like approach from somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, like it could be monkey, tracer, and then Lucio here. But at the end of the day, the monkey would jump here, right? Oh, let me draw it up this way. Monkey would jump in here. Tracer would probably approach from like maybe this side, or maybe even blink out to this area, and then your Lucio could come in through here, right? Or vice versa, whatever. As long as we're controlling different angles there, it's just a little messy if we all jump in the exact same way. We still get one really fast. We trade out positive,
He
very
boops two
positive. What the
actually.
hell?
Yeah.
Is that two different
That's
boops too?
that's no, it's the one. He kills her
Oh
with
no,
one,
he
I think, and
kills one
then
with the boop
yeah,
and
he
then
boops
boops
one
the other.
off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
got it. Yes, I mean like definitely a bit more of a risk reward kind of thing, right? But still
The
fine with
Lucio gene.
profile. We shit on her, right? Killer, good. The monkey backs up. We TP in. That's a little scary. Okay, good. All right. Who do we want to push card here? Because we are putting all 5 on it right now.
Yeah, that's something that we struggle with. I think sometimes I think it should be honestly I think it should be me here, me or
Okay.
Lucio, because like
So,
Lucio, or I guess me or Kiri,
okay.
but maybe that's crazy.
Why do you say that? Why do you think that?
Just because it allows our tracer to get kind of set up with our Lucio sooner, and I can engage
Okay.
from further back. I feel like I have like poke and whatnot. I guess like I could be tracer too,
Okay.
but I think it's me or Kiri.
So, knowing what their comp is now since we've rolled out and knowing what
Since
our
we can
comp
press
is,
tab, yeah.
how do we want to play this fight and where are we looking to take it?
Well, they've also just switched to Ash over Pharah,
Okay. And so
or
what do we want
something
out of
like
this
that.
game?
Uh, dive or take advantage of our backline.
Okay,
Like,
take advantage of
like
the
we
fact
don't
we're
have
in
to
their
worry about our
mobile or
backline. There's like when we dive them, like they get no healing, right?
okay. Yep.
Like the backline trade we like win just easily because like ours is way less susceptible. Like
Okay.
Anna Brig's not that susceptible to dive, I don't think, but like it's more than Lucio Curie, right? Like they just like leave,
Mhm.
and it's the monkeys like has to dive. Who does he even dive
Yeah.
in this, right? Like
Probably the Kiri. The way that it'll probably work from their monkey's angle is they'll dive
of
Kiri,
course.
burn TP, and then look for an 8 onto something if they can, or they'll play
Okay.
it pretty passive and try and just jump onto your Lucio if they notice an overextension or if you commit fly too early. Um, what I would say for us here, though, important to note, bot is right here right now. Realistically, if they are going to challenge us right now, it's probably not going to be taking this way and waiting for us to get bot all the way down here, right?
Yeah, it's
They're going to
probably
be
gonna be
looking to come in through
before
this
the
way and
corner.
challenge us here.
Mm.
So, knowing that, I feel as though a good approach for us to take in future here would be to set up to fight them either as they walk into this room and bully they're on a break, which is a little worse for us, or take advantage and fight them really, really early out here.
Huh.
Now,
Okay.
with that being said, it's to take a really early fight. It's to burn resources. If we notice a very, very stark advantage, like let's say our Echo lands a full stick on their Ana, then we can hard commit. But it would just be to poke out resources very early and try and jump onto something if we get that opportunity. With that
Mm.
being said, I would leave our Lucio on cart for one reason
Okay.
and one reason only, and it's our Lucio does the least damage out of everybody in this entire thing, right?
Fair enough.
And also having Kiri on cart, there's one risk to it, and it's that if we need
It's
Kiri's
TP
support over in
forced,
this
right? Like
area,
yeah.
we're burning an 8 second cooldown.
And that's what they
So
want to do, right? Like that's their
exactly.
goal.
They're
So
we're playing into their win con at that point, right? Similar idea for you as well, because if you remember the second thing I mentioned too is Winston's probably going to be looking for an Echo fly or something like
yeah.
that as well. So if you have to
Okay.
fly into the fight and they're already set up and their Winston's not fully diving onto something because he can't, right? He's probably going to be playing pretty stable until he sees you use that.
Fair enough.
So knowing that, it's probably best to put yourself in a position where you're pre-set up and can use it to stabilize and save your life, as opposed to use it to get into the fight. And then we can challenge them really early, so they're not feeling like they can set up and actually look for a proper fight on point.
is there any thought to
Dude, wow,
uh,
what the
to
yes,
like if they if they do manage to engage us there, we just kite around to the corner. Like if they engage us in
engages where? Like here?
like engage us through the house like you were talking.
Sure. If they fight
Like
us,
they fight us here, we just like back to around the corner, like where we are
oh
now
yeah.
basically.
I mean, realistically, yeah, because we'd again be walked into this area, right? And it could be
Yeah.
like you could fly out, and Tracer could blink out, and Kiri could
Yeah.
TP out to your Lucio, right? And then all of a sudden she has Lucio speed to get space over here, and your monkey can jump out. And then you can sack cart for a second, sure, but then you force their on a brig to take a decision of where they want to walk to, and then you can
Mhm.
roll them. Um, yeah, they also challenge us at the corner that I thought they wouldn't, like
Yeah.
freaks too. So that's a little weird.
Their dive was pretty rough, I think.
Yeah.
Like I think this
Um,
is just the
yeah, this is hard.
non-monkey player moment. He's just not Korean. What can you do?
Is Muffler Korea?
Uh, no, I don't.
I mean,
Sometimes.
some
He
say.
Sometimes.
definitely has
Wait,
Korean
That's
highs.
something.
You gotta
I
see his
hear you.
primals.
Okay.
Something that
Mhm.
I don't know how to say this. Something that I think Muffler doesn't understand the impact of is like this kind of a jump that he does here.
As
You'll
in, doesn't
play it.
understand, as in doesn't understand why it's bad or why it's good for this jump right here, or
No, this next one, this
okay.
coming one. I think he doesn't quite understand the impact that this has on the team when he does something like this. Uh, you'll
Hold
see.
on. Yeah, I'm waiting. Don't worry.
That.
Oh, this one here. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Sure, I understand that, and that comes down to what our roles are again, right? First of
And I
all,
don't want to
this.
speak for like, well, I don't want to speak
Mhm.
for Muffler there, right? Like you can feel free to pipe up and be like, you're wrong. Here's why this is, but
Yeah, sure. If you
yeah.
want to, Muffler, I'm down if you want to run me through the thought process on it too. If there's like a reason why you take that jump or what you think you should have done or could have done differently or whatever, right? Like, hit me with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, in hindsight, like I see that as like a bad play. I think at the
Sure.
time, I just saw that they were playing so slow and disengaging that I just said check Tracer on code.
Sure. Now, as a question for the team, what can we do instead to deal with a tracer trying to rob our cart?
Well, I mean, with like
Put me
anyone that's not
our own
monkey, shoot
tracer.
at her.
Not exactly even artist. It could be kind of you, but it's actually just put our Lucio on the cart.
Oh,
Lucio will
okay,
scrap
okay.
the shit out of her, right? And then you can come and
Especially
help
now,
out as
yeah.
well. Yeah, like it's you guys can both pair up for it as well, right? Like let's say our optimal setup for this. Let's back up a little more and look at our setup for this point because we almost had it right. This is good. This is good. These two should be swapped for sure, right?
Yeah.
Sort of in
Yeah.
the area, right? Or rather, actually, the way that it should probably look is let's pretend that you're somewhere else right now, but Lucio should be where you are. Kiri should be where Lucio is. And then you can probably look to set up, since we know they're playing up here, probably over on this end of things. And you can take a really long time getting here. Like you have the time to make it up to here and look for a full stick through the side.
And I think I do start there, but I back because of the ash. Maybe I'm not sure. Or I just
Like,
it's
well, we
honestly
kind of
just a
hover
bad
around
fly.
here, right? Yeah, we
Yeah.
could have just committed to landing over here, and then
Because
you
this
can
is
just
when we
walk up to here and
first see
threaten,
that
right?
they swapped. Like I probably just didn't press tab because like
I
they're on
see. Yeah,
Farah, so I fly up and then I see the ash and I'm like, oh,
sure.
that's an ash.
Well, even regardless, that's looking
But
at
yeah,
optimal, right? Even you playing here is kind of like fine to some
yeah, I can
extent.
still
It's
engage from
definitely
here.
not the best thing, but it's still okay.
It's
But
not
we need our
losing.
Lucio to be on this end of things here,
Yeah.
and we need our Kiri to probably be a little further back on this. The monkey wouldn't have jumped it otherwise, by the way. Their monkey would still be sitting around here probably. And with that in mind, when their tracer aims to try and take cart from us, our Lucio is still already on it, and our tracer is close enough by to challenge it, right? And then we can, instead of letting her capture cart and feel like our monkey has to jump back to deal with it because their backline backs up a little bit, we can just kind of roll the tracer over here, force out all of her resources, and keep pushing cart, or just jump their high ground.
Yeah, I think that would be
It's
unfortunate.
whatever you
Oh,
guys want to do, right?
yeah,
It's slower versus faster play, right?
because like now we're on the same angle
Hmm.
again. I think.
Yeah, I mean, Muffler's in that bitch at least. That's good though.
Yeah.
Early on the TP, I think here, Major. I think you're scared because you don't have Suzu, though. I will. Yeah, you're probably fine to hold it for a second longer, although it's okay.
We're
This is
probably
good.
kiting because our Lucio died, maybe.
Yeah, but we also went with
Got
Kitsune,
one.
so we should probably
Yeah,
pick something, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
again a note to make. If we're going to be looking for that
Some
Kitsune, I
DP.
think we should play into it pretty fast.
And like our tank is
Uh,
right. We should follow up with him probably.
yeah. What do we Caesar actually? Let's see.
Dynamite, I believe.
Ah, heard.
Honestly, I think that's worth, yeah, or
I don't think it's necessary, but it's more
no?
of like
Okay,
a.
okay.
So
But like the
so
uptime, I get like you almost save Perosia, right? Like that's probably why you, or is am I right? Or does he die
no,
before?
Pyrosia's already been dead.
No, he's already dead.
Pyrosia's
Okay, okay, okay,
basically
okay.
full respawn at this point.
Gotcha.
So
I
okay,
misread
I
it.
saw this a little differently, and I was gonna side with you first, Major, on it being worth it, but the only one burning was your Tracer. Or sorry, was your Echo. Apologies.
Yeah,
So
Tracer recall.
yeah, it is definitely a little much on that note of things.
Okay.
If your Tracer's like, if you
Well, we're
get to it
both
early
green.
enough where your Tracer doesn't have to recall, it's fine. No, but your
Oh,
Tracer
but I
recalls,
see, I
and
see, I
then
see.
we commit Suzu when we can just heal instead.
Gotcha.
But conceptually, I'm fine with this. If all 4 were burning too, or all 3 were burning, 100% do that, because that denies Ash probably like, maybe like 7-8% of ult charge right away, and then you can just sort of play behind the corner here. Another thing to note though is you guys can actually just straight up back up here. We're
Yeah.
down one. We have 47.84 meters. We can
I think
just
that is
back
what
up
we
and take a
do.
fight right here,
Yep.
which is something people don't really think about too much on push map. It's more like a how far can we push this thing as to
Yeah.
a how optimally can we push this thing.
I think that like there's a like isn't it like you ult to retake, but you never ult to like keep it if you're in the lead?
I wouldn't say so.
Like
That would
not
depend
like a
on map
heuristic, not like
geometry.
oh okay, true.
That would depend. Like if you look at Ishbaron's as a good example, right?
Yeah.
If you can ult to force a fight win to be able to claim high ground or push it past that, uh, like
That
the
first
second last
corner.
corner before
Or
the end,
yeah.
right? How you have that weird bench up and they have like that weird high ground in the building
Yeah.
to the side and everything like that. If
Mhm.
you can force ults to get past that corner, you're probably better off, right?
Mm.
Same thing as retaking it. You probably want ults for that first high ground because that thing is monstrous, right?
Yeah.
So there's different approaches to it on a map like this. I think putting our ults down to force it past this corner is a good idea because this is disgusting.
Yeah.
But in
Especially with
general,
Honor
because
Break
we're
Ash,
down
like
one.
they can abuse
Yes.
the fuck out of that, so we should just really I
Yeah.
mean they luckily they don't, but
Well, I mean, they did, but then we landed a nice ass pulse, right? Like we probably
True. Well, they
would have. I don't know
dropped.
why they dropped out so
Yeah.
early.
They dropped. That's
It's
why we get the
It
pulse.
actually is a good ass question. Why the fuck did they do that?
Their
What is
monkey goes
this?
out of LOS, I guess.
It doesn't really. I feel as though that doesn't matter.
The gene, the support gene of walk towards the critical teammate.
Yeah.
It just activates. What can you do?
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, okay. Either way, very solid stick. Almost kills the Brig too, by the way. That would have been based. Good. This jump, yeah, the fly was very scary here too.
Yeah.
Firstly, I would probably
Just
like
not do that.
rule 1 for Echo: fly when you need to, right? And that's going to be a
okay.
weird, like it's like because a lot of people fly when they want to. Like I want a better vantage point of this. I want a
Yeah.
better angle, right?
I just really want to fly,
But-
man. Yeah. I get it.
But here, I think at first it was
I
like
think
I
I'd
thought you were gonna
probably try
fly
to do
right
it just
here
to
'cause you
beam
were
the
scared,
monkey, but
but
we're
like
calming it. But like this is not worth even if
And
that's what I'm doing.
also,
Like
why not fly straight forward or to the side? Why go up? If you're
Yeah,
going to in general, right? Because it does make your aim a lot harder because you have to aim downwards. But
tunnel vision.
in general, we already are up this fight now. We're
Yeah.
fine now, right? Our Lucio's basically back. We're technically up right now. We don't need to force the
All we need to
advantage
do is
and
not
play
get traded,
stable.
which is exactly
Yeah.
what I risk by doing that. So
Yes. And we also beamed first when he's like, I think you just assumed he was under half from the fight before, but there is the Ana behind him that was healing him, right? So it's just probably worth slowing down a little more unless someone else
just
calls
shooting
out that
him.
they're one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you that
That's
that was the
really
calm,
fucking
but
scary.
yeah, it's okay. My carry's the go. I live
Uh-oh.
carried by my backline.
Uh-oh. Yeah, really good heals, by the way, just to put out that. But I was sorry, I got
The
really
stats
focused
at
on the
the end
fact
of
that
this
they
game are
lost
just
their nano.
insane.
They
Oh,
lost
yeah.
their nano onto the monkey as well. Does that count as an ult used for their Ana? Yeah, okay. It does.
Yeah, it does.
So was this like a hard stomp game at the end of the day, or?
No, actually, there's some pretty weird, and I think we make some pretty big mistakes.
Oh,
Like we
good.
actually almost lose this game.
Okay.
I think
Yeah,
that in
this
fact
is-
we would have lost if some very weird shit. Like we got pretty lucky.
I
Like we used ults and that shouldn't have worked, but they did work way better than that because of like, basically we pulsed a Kiri, Or like we
Mhm.
pulse a monkey, he walks into the Curie as she's rushing, so she can't Suzu it, and then we
I
win the
see.
fight right before they take lead in OT. So
I see.
yeah, it's
Okay.
it's one of those. Yeah.
Oh man, you guys ever seen that the XQC clip where he kills his fucking
Yep.
farmers
Yeah,
out of the arrow jump? Yeah.
There was
That's
actually
kinda
one
caught me.
just like
I'll
that in
pull
another
that
match.
up actually real
Oh
quick.
god. Oh god. I'll take a look at after we look at this game.
Yeah. I just
But
want to get the timestamp.
I want to take a note at this fight really quickly right here. This is good. Our Lucia comes back to trade with Kiri. Should have happened from the beginning under optimal circumstances, but the fact that it happened is good to me. Now the only thing that I question is why we back up now. What are we looking for? Is it for a fight to contest for this space?
I think that's what we end up doing.
Okay. With that in mind, we need to get teal where you're going right now, Muffler.
I think I'm going there. Let's see. I hope.
But
Maybe.
when I say that,
I
I
missed
mean
the.
it in a
yeah.
I mean it in a sense of we
Like,
are
I need
now
to be
putting
there.
3 people on the same thing, and you are the first point of contact for their team walking into this
Yeah.
room. We need you here, and Muffler can play either here or in
Okay.
here, right? Because
Gotcha.
realistically, what you're doing in this room is not looking to aggress them when they walk in. It's looking to aggress them when they divert their attention to something else happening in this area. So your Curie should probably be, maybe down. Let's go look at it really quickly. Your Curie could maybe be playing over here, or even really wide over here, right? Your monkey could be playing up here. Your Echo could be playing in here, right? The idea is if they walk out to try and pressure our Lucia on cart, they take full stickies and a headshot and get immediately deleted from the video game, right? It's not so much we're looking to full dive them. It's just we're going to catch them off guard and shit on them. I love this. I hope we go in at the same time as it. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah.
This is just getting distracted by the monkey here. If you're going for a copy, fuck it. Commit. Trade the
Yeah.
hell out of your backline, right? Just make sure that we all know what's happening on that. Because now it's just so late, right?
Yeah.
Good?
Don't look at the monkey if you're the monkey.
No, this is
character.
good. Yeah. Yep. Super fine with that Primal. I would take Primal for Rally basically every day of the week. Especially if we can peel back and get a kill on their Winston. Yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, shit. But what the fuck happened to you? I didn't even see that on the screen at that point.
It's just kind of
Too wide, that's all.
too wide of an angle.
Yep.
Yeah.
When we're here, you can... Your only goal right now with this fly is to be able to open up an angle to see these guys, right?
Yeah.
With that in mind, you can do the same thing by just standing on this corner. You fly, which is
I-
fine.
the
I would
TNT.
cancel your fly and float down here.
I think I do. I have toggle or hold to glide. So like I'm here and
Does
then
it go away?
Or I do
Then we
hold
go
it. Okay,
in
okay.
like this is the only issue.
I should just stay
landing
on the
here is
corner.
better for you.
Gotcha. Okay.
You just land here, and then you can get your flyback really easily. You can still put pressure out. You have a straight line for stickies on everyone, which is just kind of a +1. That's just, nature of the moment, not really what
Yeah.
exactly it does for you. But it puts you in a position where you're able to leave very easily. You still have
Or
your team
engage if
behind
I
you, and you're
yeah.
not swinging out super fucking wide.
Gotcha.
Because when you're here now, this again is what I mean by first point of contact. Let's look at what they can see, right? You, bobbing you. That's
and I
crazy.
just can't get out now. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you're pinned. You, right? Even the brig is still looking at you, right?
she's
She
she's
can't
ready
do
to
shit about
whip
it,
up my
but
ass.
you still
she
have
really
full
wanted
attention.
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then that beat does not save me, unfortunately.
a little late on it. I think because the
Maybe it's
beat
for
was
the
for the
monkey.
monkey. I don't
Yeah,
think
yeah.
we realized that you were in danger. Yeah, you died, and then we beat
I
the
honestly did
monkey.
not. Yeah, I just right like you said. I play too wide and the bob kills me. If I played at that corner, I'd just live. I think.
Yeah, because you could also just jump and then fly up here too, right?
Yeah.
And then Bob doesn't even bother you anymore.
And my Curie can like LS me as
Yep.
well.
Good. I would heavily recommend trying not to Suzu first if you can here, and
I've
just
told
taking the
this
tracer
motherfucker.
right away.
I've told him.
However, there is one exception for it, and it's only if your tracer can get another blink distance away, or if you're going to make their tracer blink at you in that moment, because that will secure life. But I still think it's better to just TP first and then Suzu if the tracer follows, right?
Major thoughts.
Right, that's fair.
Don't worry. I'm telling you this, Major. I'll show you this right now, just really quickly, just that way we understand what sort of page I'm on with you here, right? I've played Lucio since Overwatch 1 2016, okay, as my main. Overwatch 2 came out and I damn near have the same hours on Kiriko. I've done the same thing about 500,000 times. It's fine. It happens. if if Nameless is on your ass about it, just know that I've
No,
had
no,
my
no.
coach on my ass about it for like
It's
7
fine
years.
if it happens. It's just that he argued that it was correct. That
I see.
like most of the time.
I
I
see.
think.
Under
I don't know. Maybe I'm
different
wrong.
context there, though.
You might
Yeah,
have been
there's
trolling me.
surely
Yeah,
some applications for it, right?
yeah. So hold on. We did miss something though. That I just want to make sure. It's a
Mhm.
muffler. It's a muffler jump. Here,
Oh,
that I
muffler's
think.
just the muffler's just in. I like there's really nothing that's happening here other than trading out for the Winston. I'm fine with this on muffler because muffler's fucked anyways.
Yeah.
Like at
Well,
this
he
point,
can't
you
jump
either
out.
trade out for the Winston. Where?
So curious.
Through this doorway, I think. I mean, maybe if the tracer doesn't respond at all.
Okay, okay. It's just 'cause, like that's why I'm asking because he jumps in and I'm just like,
Yeah, I think
is
if the
that correct? Because
tracer
like to me
doesn't
that seems
respond,
not
it's
correct.
possible. I
But like
I think
Major's
the
like
best
right here, right?
option,
Like
realistically, I guess the actual option is to not jump at all and to sit in this corner.
yeah. Okay.
But if the idea is I see this monkey, I'm going to die, I want to trade this monkey, I can give props to the thought process behind it because it was so close and you jumped without like the nade comes in at a time that was very
Yeah.
hard to react to, right?
Sure.
So the thought process is there, which is why I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Is it optimal? Probably not. But if you can trade monkey for monkey, our team does
That's
just win
we
that
do win.
exchange
Yeah,
every
yeah.
single time.
I just wanted to check because I'm
Mhm.
not a monkey main, you know.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And that was
It
something
could
that
have been
seemed
better
like
to
baiting to
stabilize.
me, but
In the moment too, but there's so many ideas that go behind it, right?
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
there's the consistent and then there's the risk reward kind of play as well.
yeah. For sure.
We're walking, guys. Like
We did it
I you
again.
know
We're
I
brawling
don't.
on dive.
Well,
We
hold
take
on.
yeah.
Hold on. I only looked at this. I didn't look at where they're set up. I'm actually fine with this for one reason, and it's because their
monkey
axe
ends.
wants to play down this long channel right here. The only way that we're able to get any real value out of this is if we jump our monkey here and bubble, but that takes like we're not really in position to follow on that, especially because we've flown so early here.
Yeah, like how we set up for that as well, like going through building. Yeah, I think that my flies.
We could.
Yeah, let me write
I
this
think because again, this is just I want to poke, right?
down.
If the goal is to dive and we're playing as a 5-man dive, hold on to your fly for that. Because if we do monkey jump in here and then bubble, you can fly in. But that's the only way that you can really get anything out of it. We do have to what the fuck? We do have to play it a bit slower and actually walk through that. Yeah, you're spending too much time looking for poke damage here.
Yeah.
Their comp wants poke, ours doesn't, right? I mean, technically ours does, but because theirs wants so much more poke, we can't spend that time trading it. That's all. We're so more focused on setup just because of that. Great pulse. Good Kitsune as well, I think.
Does this guy play
Fine with this
Tracer?
Kitsune angle. Good.
A little bit of tracing.
Some of it.
Good bit of Tracer here and there.
Tracer Enjoyer.
Oh, fucking huge. Okay. Good. We go in, we aim for Brig, we kill Brig, we stick on.
Oh, he tries to boop her into the brig too. That's cute.
Yeah. A devious behavior. The only thing, Major, I think, you know what? Chances are you tried to TP to somebody else and it just fucking snapped, right? Yeah, it was. I feel like it's probably the act I was
Like
looking
me,
for,
yeah.
but
Yeah, I think most of the time I just kind of hold it down. and,
yep,
like,
you hold it down, swing your camera, 100%.
so.
I tried turning down my sense on it a little bit at one point, like down to like 40. Impossible. Fucking sucks.
So you have to aim it, and it's like, come on.
Well, it's also the fact that my sense, I play on 2200 DPI at one sense, and so doing a 180 is kind of a bit of effort. Doing a 180 accurately is a ridiculous amount of effort that I can
your
only really
your
put
sense
in
might be the
practice
same
when
as
playing with Tracer.
Major's.
Wait, see,
What
what?
do you-
Mine's 1600
2200
too.
DPI at one sense. Oh no, I'm 1000 DPI, EDPI slower than you.
Yeah.
Like it is. I'm borderline a
it's still-
third slower than.
Yeah, kind of close.
Yeah, it feels really fucking weird though. Like when you start making those jumps, like it's like I think it's like 62 centimeters for 360 for me, some
Jeez.
shit like that.
And you play Lucio?
Yeah. I play Lucio. I play dude. It's an arm workout playing this game.
Yeah, I bet.
We are again flying a bit too early here, by the way,
Yeah.
because this is good for scouting. But if we're doing scouting, we kind of want to back up a little bit here. Make sure that you're
I think
really
I have
out of
it.
the
Wait,
monkey
wait.
range.
Oh, I don't even have it back because I held it like a goober.
Yeah, we go. This is just a bit too. It's fine once you land, but we don't really notice the tracer behind us too.
No, I do. No, I do. I'm looking. Look, I'm looking.
Okay, now we are.
Yeah, I'm looking this whole time. Before that, I look for her to see if she's at the corner because she shoots
Mhm.
me, and I look and she's not there, and so I sticky there.
Question for you on this though: what is the point of this sticky?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good
If you're not
question.
hitting it fully on one of these guys,
Mhm.
chances are
Well,
it's not going to do a bunch, right?
yeah, I think I meant to, but I did not succeed.
Yeah. It was just really quick, is all. Because you walked in, you saw a body, and you did it. It wasn't like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see this character. And then here, if we're going,
It's
we
a
see him fly
zoning
out.
sticky.
Good. We stick on. This is good. Although we are a little distracted with what we want to do as a team here. I think
Yeah.
if we're full kiting this tracer, I think this is a good time for us to just say, fuck it, we're going. She's all the way back here. It takes 3 blinks to get her here.
Yeah, she's just out of the fight. Like she's not
Well,
gonna be
not
able
even,
to
right?
participate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can just go onto this Ash Lucio as fast as humanly possible. I think we have jump up. Yep. We have fly up in the side. Or you're floating in anyways. You're kind
Yeah, I'm
of
like
getting
here.
into
I don't
position
even.
here.
Yeah.
I would just blink past this monkey.
Instead of back.
Artist. Yeah. Because again, we can just really go. But again, team decision, right? If Muffler doesn't jump, blinking in is feeding, right?
Yep.
So it's just a matter of us actually just saying, fuck it. They're like Tracer's caught behind. Let's just go.
And then I think we take too
Well,
long.
this
He
is
gets
well.
naded and we disengage.
Yeah, I think
It's
I think someone called out that the tracer's on left side, and we don't commit
Yeah.
to the ash there. So
like I guess it's
yeah.
easier to like try to play the fight the way that you said, Moon Moon.
It would
When you can
definitely
see
be
it
a
from
lot more
above, but
decisive. Yeah,
yeah.
100%, right? But it's also if we see the Tracer because we pinged her there and we see our entire team over in this area,
Yeah.
we can take it as their Tracer's nowhere near us, right?
Sure.
We can just kind of go at that point. Or you can also peel back and try and force out Tracer resources and either shove her all the way back here without any blinks or take her recall. So I'm fine with us because we all, again, it's just the fact that we did it all at the same time, right?
Yeah.
We
Wait,
go, oh
it
shit,
being
we're anted, we need to back out. We all
it being the
leave.
backing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just look where all 5 of us are now, right?
Yeah.
So I'm
Now
fine,
we're just
because it's not like
yeah.
anyone's caught in here.
Okay.
Monkey jumps in.
It's a
I
bad
think we
jump
should.
by me again. I think. I jumped
Yeah, I
back
think you
instead
felt
of
pressured, but it's kind of just using it on cooldown is what it is right now.
yeah.
But then also here's the disconnect now is
We're
either
all
we
looking at
called
monkey.
something or you heard the fly, but Muffler's going by himself right now.
Yeah.
Which in a lot of circumstances isn't awful. Actually, Tracer's there too. But it's just really tough because their monkey's just going to leave. And unless we can kill him really fast, we're playing an effective
Yeah.
2v4 for the next little bit.
So this one's definitely on me, right? Like I
Yeah.
need to be I need to be in
Yeah.
with my monkey instead of out with my backline.
Look at your fly cooldown here, just to really
Mhm.
sort of paint the picture for it.
Yeah. I just like looking at
3,
tank burr.
2, 1. Press it again. 1.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's every time, and you're taking so much damage for it as well.
Yeah.
You get it up here again, chances are you just
I'd
knock
probably
it
use
right
it
now,
right now,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
You could just walk
Well,
up.
to
and
be
go.
fair, this one is that one bad?
I would say
or-
so because you don't really
yeah?
want to be up in this area with this vantage point. You can just walk in and do the same thing or fly out. Like if you're gonna fly,
Sure.
at least fly in towards it. It
I
just
think
are
I
you
do
doing the
though.
tech every
Do I
time?
not?
I think you're.
I
Well, I
think
think
so.
you're like jump boosting it and then canceling.
I am. I do that a lot.
Because the verticality isn't necessary here is the only problem.
Sure.
I would just launch yourself forward, and then if you're looking for some sort of copy engage, that puts you in a better position to do that as well.
Gotcha. I think I'm just looking for an LOS on the stickies, but I don't even find that.
Oh shit! What the hell?
I don't know what
Really
that was.
late is all. That's just
yeah.
late.
I think maybe I just get headshot or no, I just troll. I don't know.
Mhm.
My copy usage is probably not very
I mean, the
good.
first time was fine. It was just tough timing for the
Yeah.
rest of the team, but this time was definitely really, really late in the fight, or really, really early, technically, if you want to view it that way. But here, by the way, Major, I want you over here. I want you to be able to take an angle over on right side, whether or not it's even back here for planning on playing for this choke, or if we're planning on playing further up, taking this side here, and then we just put our Lucio on card again. Because it gives us such good angles. Look where our Tracer is right now. Our Monkey's controlling main. You can come up here. You can swing at shit and just chunk their Ash or their Honor for half their health bar as soon as they show up. But here, it's just like I'm going to be healing a lot and letting my Lucio try and do damage, where you have a more consistent damage source.
I think this is just the part where Major needs to yell at someone, and he's just quiet. He's like, "Oh, my team's not doing the thing. I'll just do the thing. It's whatever." Major, do you agree with that assessment,
or?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Either putting in systems as well is also a good thing, right? Like when you get a main support player being like, hey, during these sort of setups when we're playing a full dive, optimally we'd like you on cart. If we need you, we can call and we can trade out. That's fine to communicate it, but just by default, try and stick for it, right? And then Major can know, okay, my Lucio's going to be on cart most of the time unless they call for me. I'm going to find a really fucking early angle. This is a good stick, by the way, as well. It's a little late because of the nano, but the idea is really, really strong behind it.
But you almost kill yourself though.
Did we Kitsune this? Oh,
I think this was calm to kite, but
yeah.
Yeah.
But then we beat it, I think, without. Oh, fucking hell, kite! Jesus Christ, guys.
He's Korean. You wouldn't get it.
Ushuai's taking an angle.
Oh my god.
Ushui is on
I
the
mean,
scene. Holy.
You
wanted to-
you have primal. So
That
it's, like,
bubble
not,
is
like,
also
a death
oh,
wish.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I have
think
3
you-
people in there.
Yeah, like it's. Oh, it's
But,
just because
like-
you jumping at slept midway through. You wouldn't have landed outside of it otherwise. I get it. Yeah, we're doing a whole lot of things at the same time here.
The zoning beat.
Well, the bee was supposed to get you as well, but it's just the shield blocked you off too, right?
Oh, it gets, or get me. You mean?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we're using this. This is, I think, fine, but it's just so many alts, right? Like
Yeah. And for what? Like,
I would
don't
be
know
yeah, bots
hard-
here. If we hard clear this fight, we can do it, but we have to be able to kill everybody here in under like 10 seconds. All 5
Yeah,
of them on
that's
3 different parts.
And
of
like
the
with
map.
wave respawn, I don't think that this can ever like.
Yeah.
Theoretically, they have to like stagger out and regroup, and we have like maybe time, but like, we're not gonna kill them fast enough for it to. Like they're all just gonna come back as like 3 and 2
Yeah.
probably, and then we're just gonna get rolled.
The only reason I don't hate it though is just because they use every single alt technically except for Bob as well, because they just swapped to Juno, and they're only going to be on Pulse. So it's like okay, that's why I'm
I
not
think
like I'm
that-
like.
Go ahead.
That's why I'm not like pissed, but like it's definitely a bit much. Do you live here, Major? Maybe TPing onto your Winston would be a better choice.
Tracer
Yeah.
player lets him down. It's a recurring theme. No, kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh dear, wait, how would you? I see. This is it feels like
aggressive.
a safe angle when you're taking it, but again, it's
It's
I wouldn't
not.
say too aggressive, right? Because you could technically be further forward.
But it's
right?
too aggressive for like what the plan is, right? Like the plan is to initiate it. I know we were talking about this, right? Like the plan is to initiate a dive right when it gets to the middle, right? Like so, like I'm just
right
taking
when it's
poke and
here.
wasting cooldowns. Yeah. So like I'm
Okay.
taking poke and wasting cooldowns like right before I need to be full health with
Yeah.
cooldowns, right? Because like now look, now we're engaging and I'm gone. So like it is too aggressive,
Hold on.
right?
If the issue is to fight in the middle here,
I should be on the other side,
as
maybe.
soon as you're here, fly right now. Like just
Yeah,
come over
yeah.
on this end and play off this wall at least, or maybe this corner if you can manage it, but
Fine.
get there early. Our Kiri can't really move too far away right now because we just TP'd. Tracer, we can definitely kite a bit further in and play off this corner here. Winston can hold this, right? And then you guys can actually fight for that space right there.
Hmm.
Yeah, we just take a shitload before fight. Hopefully, I'm assuming you canceled it right away, so that's at least good.
Yeah.
But now the issue
Now
is
I'm
we have
inside. like a
one
goober.
back out as one goes in, and now we're effectively just ping-ponging our health bars in a way that doesn't help us get anything done. Okay. They use pulse. We don't die at all.
Just the
Good
mechanics
rotation by
diff
the major.
somehow.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, we're just kind of like this
We're
entire
just
fight. What
fighting.
happened was we had one go in, then you go out, then the other go in, and then they went out as another one in, right? Like the entire
Mm-hmm.
way back, we basically dodged it back and forth the entire way down this channel.
We're just
'Cause
jumping
at
back and
first-
forth across a line.
Yeah, it was you, then it was Winston, then it was Tracer, right?
Yeah.
And then it was you again here, right? So it's like we're just kind of all going on slightly different timings, and now it's Winston again, right? I think Major, you thought that your Winston was coming out to you, so you use it, or you got burned or something. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? What did you hit that off of? Dude, this character sucks.
aura.
I swear to God. Oh, it's Lucio jumping in front of you right at the last minute. Heard.
Classic.
Okay, we just have to full out now. We can give them some space, but we full out. If this is what happens the entire time, I fully understand why you guys almost lost this. Look at this fight right now.
Yeah.
We've just burnt Suzu. Our Winston was just on 1 HP. We're going in with 2 here right now onto the rest of their team, while the rest of us are rotating to look for something from behind. We get 1 as well. This is just like, you guys are just mechanically better, but we almost throw this because we're just so out of sync with each other. Good heal time, brother, Major. I saw Teal like eat shit like almost 3 times in that deal, and it was just Oh, okay, okay.
And then I troll again. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
classic.
just hyper aggro is what it is.
Beaming no one.
Oh, okay, that's also a weird interaction. I'll give you that, right?
Yeah, I
Canceling your
get kind of
flight
like
as you get booped by a Winston.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah. But like I shouldn't be there in the first place.
But
like,
I mean, yeah,
then I
and
go
also
back
you
in
can
and-
just back up instead of leaning out like this.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the distinction between pulling yourself into this doorway, right, right
Mhm.
now, versus leaning out into 5 is a lot different.
Yeah.
Or leaning out to 4.
Don't peek 5. Got it.
Yeah, heard. By yourself with no shield in front of you, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Whose rush is that?
That's an hour rush.
That was ours because I
Okay,
think
okay.
we thought we were going right at this moment here, and I don't mind it for
Maybe
healing
that's
it and
why I
stuff
pick
like
up,
that.
but it's still not good.
No, your life comes first. That goes to
Yeah,
everybody,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Everyone's life comes first in that manner.
But Kitsune, it's so fun.
I get to shoot so fast, and I get stickies up every 3 seconds.
Yippee.
Is it 6 or 8 seconds on
Something like
sticky?
that. Yeah, I think. It doesn't say.
6.
It's
Six.
6, yeah.
So in Kitsune,
Oh, I
it's
thought
8
you. Okay.
now.
It's 3, yeah.
Cool. The audio.
You know what I've noticed as well? When you zoom out really far on these maps, the bot stomping is so fucking bass boosted. Like it's really loud when he's like running, not when he's pushing. But also,
Is there a,
I guess
is there a,
both.
oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
I
There
was
you
gonna
go.
say, is there a way to change the icon size? Do you know, or
I don't
like
think so because it does seem pretty
Okay.
big on this map, hey?
major struggles with the outlines? He's got a personal gripe with the what is it called? What do you even the icon size? I don't think you can though. We looked through a little bit, but
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
can you do?
But okay. Fun little fact by the way for you guys, just because I feel like mentioning it, just in case we don't know. This goes for every game mode, but most people learned it with push just because they're confused why the bot stopped. Whenever any objective hits a checkpoint, it'll wait 7 seconds. This isn't important to the fight right now, but just to let you guys know that if you guys say push it to this first waypoint in future, and you guys can look for a fight up on height really fast, chances are you can set up and use those 7 seconds to push any level of aggression instead of feeling like you have to keep pushing the bot. So just to put that out there in
Good
case
to
that's
know.
impactful in future. Here we're just a bit too. Are we like running away this whole time? Yeah, because we're just everything gets pieced out, and now we're left with 2 stragglers trying to get out as best as they can. Do you live? Oh yeah, you're fine.
Is this another wait? Just
Yep.
Major, do you guys remember if this is when Muffler jumps in? Because like I'm not a Winston connoisseur again, so there's because we did a team a VOD like after these games, and there's some things that I was like, this seems not right,
Which
but
jump
I
it
just
is?
no, I think
Ooh,
it's
that's
before. Or is it when he jumps into Juno ult?
Probably.
I just want to double because like I don't know as well, right? But so I just want to double check. I'm not trying to be like, "Huh, this jump was bad, Muffler." I think
Alright,
it's
let's see.
see. It's
It would be
this
this one right here, if
one.
anything. Genuinely, I think the fight's kind of just over at this point, anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that there's
I just feel like you
nothing
could live. Like the
more to
Kiri's
do.
right there with the rush. But I see it. Like
It realistically, if anything, it's funny I have to say it. It's kind of like I think it's the thing that lets them live because it gets rid of the pressure on them for about 2
Sure.
seconds.
Okay.
I think I don't think there is really a right or wrong call at that point because the chance of you guys getting caught out on your rotate coming back is pretty risky regardless.
Gotcha. Okay.
What I actually think is the right call in that situation is if you guys are like shit, we're down 2 people, they're using a Juno ult and they're walking at us, I would all 3 of you walk in and die just to
Huh.
reset your cooldowns, like your
Okay.
life bars as fast
Just
as
the risk
possible and
not
come out of
staggering.
spawn. And you can just come out with group respawn too, right? Like you get your wave
Yeah.
respawn. So because this is pretty like this was a pretty risky sequence, right? But it's just what we had to do to try and live at that point, and it consumed all of our cooldowns. So it means that we have to wait now, maybe 12 seconds or so before looking for an actual full engage. And we have to play our Kiri's health bar really, really intelligently.
And if their tracer farms pulse, it's maybe they get it off, but I don't think they do.
She tosses.
Here's
wait, no,
where it
that's
happens.
always, right?
If you could
That is
first
a
person the
base. Yeah, that's
the pulse here.
Yes.
No, there's a better one. Oh,
Oh, that's
this
base,
one.
yeah.
I see. Okay.
He's just back. He tries to stop. Look at him, poor guy.
Yeah, and the Curie tries to Suzu too.
Yeah, that just sucks, honestly. Because also, like, there might have been a chance to get a little further back, but I
Yeah.
think they're still dead
But the
anyways.
bots
Yeah,
right there. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Maybe
Tough.
another shield at the moment. That's tough. But that's really good for you guys. That's very good timing, then, right?
Yes, I think it's like game winning, honestly, or a fight winning at least.
Are we killing Winston or are we killing Tracer here? Or are we killing their backline? What's the goal? We have 3 different ideas going on right now. What do you think we should do at least, right? Whether or not what was the situation in game, but what do you think we would like to do in a setup like this? Now,
Honestly,
once
kill
we've gotten rid
backline.
of
I guess like in the setup like that, maybe it's force primal, but like I
Probably
think
not
that
get traded. Probably just peel off
Yeah.
Winston and then win for
yeah.
5v4.
down for that. We're already up to flex support, right? I mean, technically they have
Yeah.
2 of them, but we're up to Kiriko. We can either like play because if this Winston jumps back in, we can burst them in rush anyways, or we can play to zone them out of their rush as fully as possible and all shove up right now. But we can't pick all 3. Because here we're like, we want to go on their back line for Muffler. You want to take the Tracer one, right? Like you want to get the kill on the Tracer. And then the rest of our back line is getting shoved back by the Winston. And so
Yeah,
now we're in this really odd spot.
Yeah, because I look back because I noticed that I can't.
Yeah, and you're like, nobody's really with me right now. I have to get out of here. But to begin with right now, I think if you want to look for a time to look behind you, it'd probably be like right now just to see what the situation is, to see where people are. Because then you'd see the Tracer too, right? And it's as soon as they back this corner. Because this is an Arkitsune. We don't really have to play this super fast. Yeah, they just take a few angles, and then we aren't sure if we're killing this or not. We get him because he stays for way too fucking long without pressing primal.
Honestly, he's probably just trying to just die on bot or whatever, because like
Yeah.
you can't like if he primals, he just staggers. Like my Lucian not on bot again. Grr. Oh,
I think
he goes.
yeah, it's a little for moments like this it's a little weird too if we want to
Feels
shove
like
up our
he
Winston and hold
speeds
this
this
doorway,
up,
but
yeah, yeah.
otherwise, yeah, because I
Wait,
think that's the idea.
okay, he takes it at a good time.
Yeah.
I troll again, I think.
Oh wait,
They were beating.
this had to be
I think
calmed.
that was the
That
calm.
had to be calmed. Yeah.
I think it was calmed, but I don't think it was like set up quite well enough because like he's coming like a let's speed engage, but there wasn't any time for like we can't do that, you know? Because
Yeah,
like we're not set up at all to engage with it. Like if you know from above, right? Like
Oh no, I think it's like
I feel like we're
you're a bit far back. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
have fly either. Are
I
you
think I
looking
get it
for
back
Tracer
right
or
when he
something?
beats. I'm just looking for my Curie probably trying to get
Oh,
see which
I
ways
see.
he's
We walked
going.
through. Yeah. I gotcha. I will say
Yeah.
we probably could have just pinged on this Winston and shit on him. By the way,
He
we
still
might
has
have been able to kill him
primal,
before
yeah.
primal.
Oh
We might
yeah.
have been able to. Like it's because if you
That
we land
boop
up
is
the
actually
stick, if
huge.
we
He
ping it
boops
out.
him out of the door. That's cute. It's cool.
Yeah. But like we probably like look at his health right here. He's on 135 when he goes. We probably could have at least forced it out earlier or something. And we got Suzu too, but that's at least good. Yeah, if we are beat engaging this far in though, it is a problem now. This is fine. We have to get out and break this space to help our Winston really fast. I'm fine with us leaving cart, by the way.
Yeah.
For this, because we can solidify a fight win so easily right now.
Yeah, and then just go to bot after.
Yeah, we just go out here. We can copy, fuck anyone. Honestly, actually, I think
Tracer.
it's fine to copy. Probably honestly Winston,
Yeah. Okay.
because then you can just stick to their Juno and their cast like nothing.
Yeah. I always feel tough cupping tanks, especially against like cast, because like you only have 300 health, right? You don't have the full. Like so, he just like
Yeah.
one fan the hammer and you die. Like.
Just about how you use your shield at that point.
True.
That would be all. Especially if you can get like help from your Curie while getting fanned as well or anything. But I understand that, yeah. Winston copies are really strong though. Out of any tank in the game, let me think. Hold on.
Because you do get the full primal health.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Plus
just
bubble is just actually huge. Yeah.
is
Okay.
the best.
I see it.
I like this. This is good.
I'm beaming.
This is
This is
great.
told by me.
What was I think once you're in this position it's fine actually. If you're flying in here as
I don't know.
okay.
The beam is just
Never
terrible.
mind.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
it's not
now
good.
because he's nooning, you just fly here.
Yeah.
But like, I get it, kind of.
How does
Yeah,
he even
I
hit
would have.
me?
I would have probably.
He doesn't kill me
180
with
yeah.
Deadeye.
Yeah.
Oh, in the kill
He
feed
just-
he doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Oh, he just shoots me. Okay.
He hit you. He hit you down
Yeah.
to like 2 HP and then
And
flipped
then he
you.
just
Yeah.
shoots again. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I would have probably just kited out this a little more. Although it does let you guys turn up the aggression a lot more.
But
So
still,
there
it's
is a
kind of
bit of
like
a
a
trade-off, but I think it's a waste
of a
in
troll,
that
yeah.
sense. Yeah. That just sucks.
I should just play my life. At
I
that
think
point.
yeah. How do we?
I
Yeah,
oh
it's just
I
how we're
bonked
using
my
our
head.
fly.
I bonked my head on
Yeah.
the eve there. Stupid.
But again, I want to tag
geometry.
on the fact that I think the way that you've trained yourself to use fly is you almost
bad.
always do the flight cancel tech, right? Where
Yeah,
you like
yeah,
jump out of
yeah.
it. It's not looking like it's a choice whether or not you're using that or you're using it
Just like doing
like
that on cooldown
horizontally or
because it's
anything.
like fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's there's a whole lot of stuff that people do that have those kinds of habits built into it. So it's tough. Okay. I don't mind this.
That boop is
That's good.
sweet.
Yeah. That fucking blows.
Yeah.
That's a good
You
stick.
punch her right in the face.
I'm glad that you try. Yeah, I'm glad you try and jump at her though. Honestly, if you're gonna eat shit, you might as well do it in a way that can kill both of you guys.
Got one.
Was that
Monkey
worth
kills
trading out?
another person.
At this moment, probably not. They've used two.
I don't
ults.
think so either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think once they've committed so heavily into that fight, we can just hold the pulse and take the fight out. Still a good stick, right? But
Mm,
maybe fucking Christ. Yeah,
beat
we
I- the
are
beat
we
I
are
don't-
yeah, we're
doing
committing.
things. We are
Yeah.
doing things,
This
guys.
is how we
Holy
almost
crap.
lose.
I think
Um,
I'm on cart. He calls Tracer, can you live? And I disengage, but he beats for me at that
But
point.
like,
I
I
see.
don't even.
I don't think it's the
know
right
even.
call, but
Like they're all full
No.
health. Like, what are we gonna,
Yeah.
there is like probably not on a dive comp, but there is some merit to in Lucio for more brawly comps using beat as a sustain if your tank is down in a fight, just to be able to like sort of make
Yeah,
back
yeah,
that
yeah.
health pool in a way. But yeah, definitely not for this one. But also again, the pulse was a bit much too. I think if we just called it back earlier, we don't get in that situation whatsoever. But both were definitely a bit of an overcommitment. Fight this dry, fight this fast, just run onto people and just try and kite out now. Can we kite this Kitsune is the question.
Yeah,
I
we
think
can.
Absolutely we can.
Yeah,
Do we
this is not bad.
was it yeah, I'm wondering like the only thing I wonder is if it was definitely a jump as they Kitsune, like a reaction to it as opposed to a mistiming. That's tough.
Yeah. Also, like I think I can get primal here and then just like live.
Oh, I see.
But is
Yeah,
that
that's
even
fair.
good?
I mean, no,
Like,
but there's an
getting-
idea behind it, right?
Okay,
That's
yeah. I don't
that's-
disagree with that.
Yeah. I would probably try and play in your bubble as much as possible, though, Muffler. If this is the case, if you're like, shit, I need to get my primal and I can try and get out, because kiting out back this way is definitely a bit scary for your health bar overall.
Yeah.
But now, once we're at this point, we have to just simply full out of this fight.
How do I
Good.
die? What am I doing?
You are pressing. I can guarantee you, it's because
Yeah,
you're just
it's
hitting
just
your
like
fly
didn't have
button.
fly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're fine in that doorway. You don't have to fly out like that.
Uh-huh.
When we land, do we have it again? That was the question. 3. 2, oh no, you just don't get it back in time. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and you get hacked. So you. Oh, do you live? Oh shit. Jesus Christ, you live?
yes,
Good
sir.
shit.
Let's go.
Good shit. Good shit, artist. Fuck.
He's good at that.
Okay.
Good at the
This is
living
a-
thing.
Good setup for us here. There is one thing that I would like for us to do though, and that is to put some pressure on this side. I genuinely don't think I
Probably-
care who does it right now.
Probably
I think it's
me.
either Theory or Echo.
Yeah.
What you can also do is you can put your Echo Lucio over there, so you can play it like
Mhm.
this, and we can use your Curie to bait life and just be able to TP onto your Tracer, like kind of punishment free. Although being able to see your Winston is really good, but again, Winston's back is to the doorway, so it's fine regardless. But we're kind of just front to backing it right now. Okay, we're taking angles now. This is good. This guy has no reaction speed at all. That is a nuts amount of min-max behavior. Okay, once we get this fight, we just
Neuron
play it
diff.
very slow now. We
I'm
play
just
it very
trolling
slow now.
running the tracer.
I think you just have the all gas no brakes flex DPS mentality, which is
Yeah.
very very fucking common. So I get it. Like every flex DPS I've ever worked with has that whole I want to kill shit. Every hit scan player I've ever played with has the whole "I'm so fucking scared all the time" kind of thing, which is and also the correct me if I'm wrong, artist, but the if I miss one shot I should kill myself mentality.
Yeah.
My
It's
act
that-
is 35. What am I doing?
No, my
Yeah,
act is
that's-
top 50. I must commit seppuku.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like it's like
Yeah.
I've played with hit scan players who once they hit 48% weapon accuracy, like, it's not fucking 50. I'm not shooting nearly as much. I'm shooting the fucking tank. I don't care, right? Like it's like the stat. Honestly, I think leaderboards and stat cards are probably the worst things that this game could have ever brought out to people. Just to be able to
Yeah.
see that shit. It does
The
not.
only thing I need is healing received. I'm gonna be real.
No,
Like I
you
need
don't even
healing
need that.
received and health packs take like healing. Like that's what I want.
Oh man.
So that when
Okay,
my
let's
mercy
just get
player
that,
doesn't
please.
heal me in ranked 4 times in a row, I'm like, please, I'm right next to you. Just turn.
Unbelievable. Good pulse.
Just pick up your mouse.
Good. Good primal. This is a well played last fight. It was a little bit of an overcommit here, right? But we're
Yeah.
just so up at the point where it doesn't even matter at that point too, and then we get Kitsune and we just sort of nail in the coffin kind of thing at that point.
You try really hard to kill our tracer.
Oh man.
Just
All right.
jump directly at him.
So that's just straight up deciding what we're doing and when we're doing it, which is a bit more about active communication. Going over the comms pod, you guys would be very, very good for you. If I don't know if you guys do normally, but then being able to pinpoint, like, looking at it saying, well, we wanted our front end going here and our back line backed up. Why did that happen? And then you look at it and you listen to what happened. You go, oh shit, maybe we should look towards calming out something like this more often or whatever it might be. You said you had a timestamp for the
I
funny
do.
thing that you wanted to
It's
stream on?
New Junk City,
Mhm.
12:47.
Sounds good. Let's take a peek.
It's actually insane.
And who am I looking at?
Mr. Jamis Vu here.
Okay.
And Mr. Thistle himself.
12:47. I have to ask, artist, are you French in any regard?
Not exactly, no.
Okay,
It's a concept from Disco Elysium. Yeah, if you've ever
From what,
played
sir?
Disco Elysium, some game. It's an idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus
Some
fucking
game.
Christ.
Is that the real XQC in my lobby?
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Give him
that's
credit.
insane, actually. It almost
He
kills the dude.
almost gets
It
full.
was almost a 4K, yeah.
The brig really wanted to die, like really badly.
Why did they bash in? What is
like
wrong
they're
with these
they're
people?
resetting?
That's nuts. Yeah, no, good fucking stick. I feel like sticking the tank is underrated. I feel like people don't really put as much focus on it as they could.
Yeah,
It's
this
a really good
Winston
approach.
was
Winston,
very over aggressive.
He was limit
And I
testing.
felt that any other target is usually okay.
Yeah.
But stick what I can, I get it back fast. It's
100%, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like a brig on a stick, if they're running that, is probably optimal. Like the back of a brig is really solid, right? Like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
a lot of
I'll
stuff
go
you
for
can
that if I
look for,
can.
but
Yeah. Like I guess you saw it, the Ash when they're on the floor. It's like
Yep.
to win. It's just weird stuff like that a lot of the time when
Yeah.
it comes up.
well, still good stuff overall. Yeah, if we want, I don't know if do you guys write stuff down? Do you guys want me to give a few sum up points?
I've been taking notes,
All right, awesome.
but
then
you
please.
could certainly give
Sure. The
you
quick
wanted.
little final remarks then would be for the Lijiang map was just a matter of deciding. It's kind of the same issue on both ends, but it's a little different with how it's played out. For the Lijiang one, sticking together wasn't so much of the problem. It only happened a few times where we were kind of split out, and that was
It's
normally
actually
when we were sort of
angles.
greeting for a kill. But for the Lijiang one, especially for running a Lucio cast, it is fine to take the 3-2 kind of split for a comp and take 2 angles as opposed to having 5. But I would probably stick between like 1 to 2 angles with that kind of comp. When we are looking for an engagement, don't be afraid to commit resources that are necessary depending on where the enemy is set up. If the enemy was really far back there again for fucking night market, you guys definitely could have just TP'd without a shield. But if you know they're holding close, don't be afraid to toss down that shield. It's better to use it at the origin point to deny the initial burst than have it later in the fight once you're already half HP. I think target priority was okay for the most part. during that one, but it was just a matter of when we set up and how we went about doing it that was a problem. I'm gonna write off gardens entirely, by the way, for you guys there. That was just like a, in my mind, that's just a fucking fluke kind of thing. There was the first fight that could have changed the tide of everything, but that again is just taking the angle with our cast. Um, so Brawl was overall okay. Conceptually for comps, I would recommend not running Sim with Ash
Mm.
or the Venture with Ash if you can. Venture with Ash is a lot more understandable
What do we
because
run
you
with
can play
Ash?
Venture for Peel. A lot of the times with a Ram in particular, with
This is
BAP as
true.
well, people
Tracer?
run May.
Oh, May.
I don't know if you guys play that. Tracer's
Yeah, I'm
also
working on
fine.
it.
Ram, Ash, Tracer, Lucio, BAP is also a perfectly fine comp. Venture is also okay, but you have to play a peel Venture. You are not engaging anymore. That is a poke comp, and you are peeling. You'll play like to mark their Tracer, right? To sort of run their Tracer down
Yeah.
as a Venture, or if they're running a dive, maybe to like drill the Winston back if he tries to
So
get
they
onto
can't.
your Ash.
Yeah.
But you're effectively playing the role of a Brig, right? With
Okay.
some level of more damage and being able to take some cheeky angles if you have enough space, like if you know your Ash is at no risk. Um, but yeah, that would be it for the brawl kind of thing. And then for the dive maps, it's definitely a matter of finding our early setups. Understanding who takes cart is going to be beneficial in doing that for those kinds of maps. But even for a control point map, I think being able to find out how we're setting up our angles and who's looking for what would be very, very important. Nameless, watch your fly cooldowns.
Mm.
A
I wrote it
100%
down.
that would be your biggest sort of gripe from all of those engagements there.
Yeah.
Everything else
It
seems to be
happens like
pretty
every.
good
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a certain level of panic on that. Major, don't be afraid to scream at people, especially if your Winston's going in too far too, because I've been
Mhm.
told that you are a little quiet. Is what we've gathered. So I will heavily encourage that. A flex support who talks is God. Um, if you can get to a point where you can start screaming at your muffler, if you see him even looking funny at the enemy, being like, "Hey, we can't go right now," then you'll be able to sort of put those issues in the grave really early of them going a bit too fast for you. And then
Right.
muffler, sure, being able to turn around and check would also be nice, right? You noticed a few opportunities in that in the Runasapi game where you could have done that. It would be a solid idea. Um, and then it's just a matter of deciding if we're trading backlines or if we're playing for peel, because that'll also influence when you're looking to go and how you're looking to go about doing it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet.
Any questions, thoughts, comments, concerns?
Not that pertain to this, more just to like your availability and pricing.
I would have to sort that one out.
Yeah.
So here's the whole deal with it, right? I I don't have any real intention of committing to anything right now because I'm going
Mhm.
back to school in January. So unless it's
Gotcha.
very like unless you guys don't really need me too often, then I can look to doing something somewhat regularly.
Mhm.
But it's just the fact that I would hate to commit
Already
to a
have a
team
team.
for
Yeah.
like a month. I already have a team. I'm working a full-time job, and then I'd be taking
Yeah.
school, and I'd be like 2 months in,
Yeah.
it's be like fucking see you guys, right? Like good
Mhm.
luck finding a new coach. Um, so on that end of things, we'll have to talk about what kind of time expectation you would want for me that would work for you guys. Because if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit, and I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to just sort of make you stick with me if you have no other option. Like if you'd like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
if you could find something else. Um, so we can talk about that.
Okay.
We'll just DM about that
I'm
one
just
if you
DM.
want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if there's anything from anyone, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I will take my